Tommy.
Yes, Randy.
Hi there.
Hi.
Did you know there's plenty of people in the real world, this regular world, with real meaningful problems and issues?
Oh, yes, I do.
And did you know that there's other people that think they have real problems and meaningful issues?
Oh, yes, I do.
For example, a 5-year-old boy gets into a conversation with you.
Okay. Is that a conversation when he's 5?
Well, usually, see, here's the thing with kids. They are kind of loose cannons. Their mouths are known to go AWOL every now and then.
No filter.
No filter.
That's what I love about it.
There ain't no filter here. My favorite Renegades of Funk, Rage Against the Machine song. Their problems are the most important problems that any person could possibly have.
Well, sure, the world revolves around them.
And everyone must know about them. These 5-year-olds with their problems. I just lost a tooth. Want to see?
Well, that might not be a problem. They probably got money for that.
And then tears just staining their Fortnite shirts. Want to see my loose tooth? Urgh.
Oh, I loved it when I had a loose tooth when I was a kid. I don't like it so much when I'm an adult. But
How could you? When you never shut your mouth. Your mouth is always open. If you lose a tooth, everyone's going to know.
oh, yeah, it's going to happen.
Look at that meth head over there, they'll say. Here's the problem, though. Some adults out there, I'm not pointing any fingers, but maybe I'm casting a sideways glancing glare in your direction. Some adults out there, they're kind of the same way, these adult kindergartners out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They are just losing sleep and crying about their stupid problems like, my windshield wiper broke today. Really?
Well, what'd you tell me the other night that everything I do is a chore? So maybe I'm one of those adult kindergartners.
Did I say that?
Yes.
That's accurate.
Yeah, that's why I haven't forgot it.
Do you remember what it was about, though?
I think it was when we were helping one of the kids with their school projects, and I just
that
let
was
out
a
a
couple
huge sigh or something.
Yes, yeah.
And you said, does everything you do have to be a chore?
Yeah, I did say that. I was scolding you like a good parent should their child.
It made sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I held on to that one.
And well, let's pull back the curtain. I was over at the Tommy's house, as I am right now, helping his eldest with.
Oh, don't tell the beloved that you call it my house.
I would never. Everybody assumes that the beloved wears the pants and you are in the dress. So, well, there's no well about it, sir.
I have my black empowerment jeans on right now.
With your tummy sticking out. How dare you,
it's
sir?
It's covered. It's covered. You can't see my tummy.
Here's what a man Tommy is, okay? So we're sitting downstairs in his living room where one lives.
My living room. Right.
Yeah, that's where people live. And he's like, well, you want to do the podcast now? I'm like, oh, okay, because that's a voice I use in everyday speak.
Right.
And Tommy looks over at his dining area and is like, I want to wallpaper that over there. And I'm like, where am I right now? What is this world?
I'm just walking through my house thinking of things that I need to do.
One, who is this Tommy that's talking to me right now? Because the Tommy I used to know would never mention the word wallpaper in his life.
I've been sober for 14 days, so it's a little weird right now.
Domesticated Tommy.
I'm getting ideas. Oh, no.
What, are you trying to get your act together over there?
No, I just needed a break.
You just needed a break.
Yeah.
God
After
damn.
Abe Falcon's dad passed away, oh, my gosh, I went on like I didn't stop drinking for a long time.
Okay. So now you're...
And then I was like, it's either quit or rehab. So I was like, if I quit for a month and I prove to myself that I can control it, then I can go back.
Well,
and then not control it. I'm assuming for a very long time.
You were a soberman for like 2 years, a year and a half after this podcast.
Yeah, it was a year and a half. Yep.
Episode 93. Never forget.
Right? Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, I've been sober for 14 days, and I don't know. I just about every day I imagine getting drunk for about 3 hours, and that's what gets me through.
That's a weird fantasy to have for a man. No sexual fantasies, just jerking off Jack Daniels bottles.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, we're down there in the living room, and Tommy's fantasizing about wallpapering his walls, and this is a man I don't know anything about.
Wallpapered walls.
Excuse me?
It's a Oh My God song.
Why would you?
14th. I don't know, because I'm a wild card right now. I'm
Wail that into my microphone right now.
very sober.
I'm not sure I enjoy this sober Tommy.
Too many thoughts running through this brain.
Go ahead. Let him stream
Well,
of consciousness right now. Let's go.
We all know my IQ isn't big enough to control these.
Your IQ was barely big enough to get through that sentence. But
Right.
okay. Go ahead.
So when you got millions of thoughts coming at you, like flying out like a whirl, like a tornado.
Listen,
It's a tornado.
It's a tornado. I'm putting. Oh God damn it! He's a comedian, folks.
See how quick-witted I am? I just thought of that and it came.
Right now, I'm putting everything else aside. This is your moment. This is your podium.
Oh shit!
This is your soapbox.
Okay.
Stream of consciousness now. Every thought
fuck.
that pops into your head, I just want you to say it. No filter.
I
Go.
want pizza.
Okay.
I want beer.
Uh-huh.
I want new jeans.
Wait, stop.
Yeah. It's just going to be a lot of wants.
What are you, a bugle boy over there? All of a sudden you want new jeans?
I need new jeans. Look at these old faded things.
What are you, a high school boy trying to impress the girls?
No, I go on stage, Randy.
Okay, Tommy, you wear the same black jeans everywhere you go.
Yeah, they're getting faded.
What? They're slightly white in some spots?
Yeah, that's not good.
That adds to the vintage appeal. You're slightly white in some spots, too.
Yeah. If you ask one of the kids, she hates it. She tells me I need to dye my beard every day.
Just for men. Try it out. You're very ragged looking. No.
I like you. What'd you say? I'm very what?
Ragged?
Really?
Yes.
Huh. The beloved likes it.
Well,
I don't think it's ragged. I think I keep it pretty. I mean, I didn't put any balm in it today. I didn't do it today. But
why did you snap your fingers and say balm at
because
me?
it's what
That's
I
gross.
rubbed. No, I was rubbing the balm in my.
Also, I take offense to the fact that you take offense to the fact that I made fun of your beard, and you were more offended by that than what your beloved thinks. So I think that's a problem.
Well, I like the beard. My parents don't like the beard.
Well, parents don't like anything a child does.
Now you called my beard ragged, so
Yeah.
I think the beloved's going to kick you out.
Isn't that funny how language works? One loose vowel, I could have turned that into rugged, and you would have been very, very pleased with yourself.
Yeah.
Instead,
Ragged and rugged.
instead, I chose ragged, and you're slightly offended.
Now I'm like, hey,
God damn.
I keep good care of this man beard.
You're going to be one of those crybaby emo fucks tonight on that Facebook posting a status.
No.
My beard is okay, all right? Let's get back to this cold open.
Pizza, beer, and black jeans. That's my stream of consciousness.
I like it. Adult kindergarteners out there, though, this is where we're at.
Speaking in syllables.
Well, that's what you got to do with these people because they don't understand any other thing other than me, and want, and who, me.
Sure.
You know? You don't want to ask one of those people one of those rhetorical questions, how's it going? Because that's loaded, and they will tell you exactly how's it going.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, the day started off with me banging my toenail against the nightstand. I don't know if you ever stubbed your toe, but jumping Jehoshaphat. I'll probably lose that toenail now. I might turn black a little bit. It stings something fierce. And then I went to let out my dog Rodney, and then my best cat ran out. My best cat, Mr. Whiskers. And I spent 2.5 hours trying to chase that little rascal all across the neighborhood.
And by this time, you're done getting your cup of coffee.
I'm done. I'm chasing after that Dickens all day long, and now the cable is on. I can't watch my shows, and I just lost a tooth. Want to see? And you're like, God damn it.
Oh, Randy's got the callbacks.
I don't have time for your problems. They don't matter. Nobody cares about your best cat. Nobody cares about your dumb teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me real problems that are affecting you.
I bet you losing a tooth would be a real problem.
You think so?
Yeah, I would think so.
Why do people think that I need to hear about their problems? If I don't care about you, if I don't know about you,
Well, that's true.
if I'm not even a person in your
It
life,
wouldn't be a problem for
of
you.
meaning,
Right.
why would you? I don't tell any strange person my problems. Can you imagine?
But if you lost like a front tooth, like one of these two teeth, you'd probably want to explain it to people.
Would I or would I not give one single fuck? That's a real question.
I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
I bet I would walk up to every single person I saw and smile. That's the one time in my life I'd smile. I'd be like, look at this. What do you think of that?
Don't fuck with me. I look like Bob Probert.
Judge me now. I'm an enforcer, you know? These adult kindergartners, they have to go. Tommy, you've been known to tell some people some problems in your day.
Have I?
Oh, put a little devil's breath in you and you will.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. Imagine that.
Put some spirits in that spirited Tommy. He'll tell a tale or two.
Well, tell. Yeah, absolutely.
A tall tale Tom.
Tommy Tall Tales.
Yeah. Filters are important, people. We brought up filters earlier at the very beginning of this program. They are, and I'm not talking about those fancy filters on that Snapchat that turn you into a little puppy dog. I'm not talking about those fancy filters on the Instagram that turn you into a fancy, classy black and white
Never seen
film
that.
star.
I've never seen the Instagram.
Well, you need to get on it.
I have,
You have an account,
but I've never used it.
Why do you lie to the people? You've seen an Instagram.
I've never seen an Instagram.
You have. You have an account. You signed up.
Yeah, but I've never looked
to
at
your
an
listeners.
Instagram. I've never seen an Instagram post.
I got your Instagram right here, buddy. You know?
I mean, I might have when I was blackout drunk and just don't remember, but that's beside the point.
I'm talking about that filter, that invisible muzzle you put over your dumb, stupid face that filters all your dumb thoughts from leaving your talk hole.
Yeah.
That people don't need to hear ever.
Right.
One time, this lady that I just met, I shit you not, this is a real tale.
Lady?
Lady.
Okay.
That's a word you paused on, lady?
Well, I mean, lady's always supposed to be like etiquette, like.
Lady.
Right. From the moment I saw you. Or lady, let me take a look at you now.
You're welcome, folks. So this lady I met for the very first time, this is the very first conversation I had with this woman.
Yeah?
This dizzy bitch. She told me about how her ex watched all sorts of porn on her computer.
Oof.
I'm like, I don't care.
Where did you meet this lady at?
At work.
Oh.
Which is the worst place to have this
or
conversation. A fellow employee.
Oh, wow.
First convo.
Day job or night job?
I'm not saying.
Oh, it's the day job then.
So she told me that her ex watched all sorts of porn on her computer and signed her up for all the online dating sites. And I said, whoa, wait a minute, lady. I've got a problem with this. One, I don't care. Two, that's the most passive-aggressive way I've ever heard of a man breaking up with a woman. Sign her up for all the online dating sites. Like,
there you go. Have at it.
Yeah. Hey, hun, come here.
Yeah.
There's this man named Carlos. He lives 30 miles away.
Yeah. Says you're a 98% match.
98%. Look at this, hon. He's into woodworking. I know you like that Chip from that Chip and Joanna. He might be right up your alley. Why don't you give it a go there?
I already waved at him.
I waved at him for you, huh? Worth a shot?
Can you do that on the dating sites? Can you wave at people?
What can you do on the... I can't remember. I'm not on them anymore.
It's been so long.
Ancient memories from me here, you know?
And he's a non-dating man.
Excuse me. Don't foreshadow the program. How dare you? I dates all the dates.
Oh.
Huh?
Play on, player.
Figs. So the moral of the story is, I need you adults to stop acting like adult kindergartners. Nobody cares about your stupid, meaningless problems.
Right.
So here's a podcast about a lot of stupid, meaningless problems. Drop that beat, boy.
Put it in. We're drinking summer shandy on Thursday. We so motherfucking out here, though. We never been this out here. Woo!
So strange when it's changing the sleep.
What you know about Leonard Skinner? The whacker the intro, the hotter the verse every time, baby.
I've seen the hard times and the pressure get on me.
Well, I've been working like a working man do. Got my act together, gonna walk all over you. Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Shit, let's raise the roof. Woo! About time, it's the era of the rebels. Cloud 9 in the air up in the vessels. Generation fearless, got a taste for weirdness. Flow on fire, that's the way my beard is. Hard times, jump starting the grind. It's all good, y'all. Things fall apart sometimes. Let it go, let me know when you're ready, though. Don't push me, cuz until the edge I'm close. When the time comes, ride for something. Or live to be 9 and then just die for nothing. Speak their heart, your baby, speak their mind. And I'ma play their part, and I'ma freak that rhyme one time for you. Rhyme one time for you. I'm an island, man. There ain't nothing else by me, man. And I drink enough whiskey to float a battleship around this bitch any motherfucking how. Wow. All up in a mission, place to be. You down for the night, come form for me. Like ABC.
Welcome to the Miserable Retail Slave Show. We're coming to you from the Pod Shack outside beautiful Flint, Michigan, USA. My name is Randy. Tommy is over there.
Yes, sir.
How's everybody doing tonight? And I lied, actually. I hate to lie to my peeps, but we're not in the Pod Shack. We're in Tommy's house.
Yeah.
And it's a cold, chilly igloo in here. I'm
Is
shivering. My nips are so hard you could cut glass with them, baby.
I like it. I like my house a little. I guess I don't.
You like it
realize
a little balmy? You like those nipples erected all the time? Jesus Christ. What do
think
you
it
like,
feels good.
goosebumps?
No,
What are
it
you
feels
looking
good.
around the room for right now?
We're in my office. I'm checking out all the cool things in my office.
What cool things are in your office other than me?
Well, I got a can from the Liney Lodge in Wisconsin. I got my.
Oh, what a sweet thing to have.
It is.
Okay.
And I got my Bachelor of Clinical Psychology framed on the wall with honors.
That's coming in handy. Yes.
I got all my
Your
a bunch of comedy flyers.
your
hanging down
wallow comedy. And by bunch, he means about 10 or so.
Yeah, there's more than 10.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yeah.
There's more than 10.
Excuse me? You sit there with a Diet Mountain Dew and you judge my counting abilities? How dare
There's
you?
about 16 or 17.
No.
And those aren't even.
I can tell your degrees in psychology and not mathematics. Jesus.
Not all of mine. Freaking flyers either. Just ones that I've kept recently.
What have you done? 16 shows in your life? Christ.
16 that you've been at. Biggest fan.
Huge fan.
You're just crying about how you might not be able to come with me next Friday to my show. Next Thursday, sorry.
Was I crying or did I say I was coming? I don't remember. Refresh my memory.
You were crying. Tears.
Tears. Well, let's look around this room. You got some device here that you use to exercise.
I do.
You got a dress you probably tried on. You got a vacuum you never used. You got some mason jars. I don't know what the
That
hell.
was from the wedding. You remember those?
You got some thing that says Pilsner Urquell.
That's beer, dude.
Steve Urkel has a beer. And you got a printer up there for some reason. Print out.
Okay, so maybe my office isn't just for me.
Man, you're off. I like how you
You
call
forgot
it
my Egypt things.
your Egypt
Those
things.
are actually from Egypt. They're probably cursed.
You think they're cursed?
Maybe they're from Egypt. Isn't everything from Egypt cursed?
It's gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who bought you from Egypt things?
Aaron's boss.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
is he an Egyptian man?
No, but he went there.
He did.
Yep.
Why did he buy you things?
Yeah, he just said, would anybody in your family like these? These are gifts I brought back to give to people.
Oh, here's some random shit I picked up at
Those
the
are
flea
cool.
market.
It's a little tomb.
I see that, a little tomb.
And then a thing of the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx. And
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I like how you have two
I'm
things.
glad we're describing things that people can't see.
Well, I like how you have two things and you're like, this is my Egyptian things, like you're a fancy foreigner.
I am a fancy foreigner.
Okay. You're as cold as ice. I am, because the temp is just super chill in here.
Well, you should be willing to sacrifice then.
I would gut open a crocodile to live inside of it.
You didn't
for
get the
warmth.
foreigner reference. God
No, I
damn
did.
it.
I was just passing over it because I don't care because I'm a jukebox hero.
Oh, wasn't that?
Tommy, what's been up? We haven't done this bullshit in quite a long while.
Yeah, I've decided to go sober April. So
Sober April. Tommy is sober April
Yeah.
right now.
I'm very busy this month. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna not drink.
Let me clear the schedule for busy Tommy.
It's very busy. Last week was the worst.
What a life this Tommy has
Last
here.
week was the busiest week of me life.
With your existence there.
Mm-hmm. I was out to like 3 a.m, like almost every day. It's crazy.
Well, that's by choice.
No.
What do you mean no aggressively?
I had to do shows far away, and the band played one night, and we played till the bar closed. And
Oh, how'd that work out for you?
it was actually really good. It was fun. We played really well. I screwed one song up, but other than that, everybody did well.
I find it very hard to believe the way you practice your rudiments that you would screw up a song in the drums.
Well, I thought the guitar player, Mr. Keith, was going into because we're not a jam band, but we just do random stuff sometimes.
You're barely a band, let's be honest.
We're pretty good.
Okay,
And,
you're awesome. You play one show a year.
well, that's by choice.
Oh, that's by
But we
choice.
practice every week.
We're a limited edition.
We practice every week.
We're a special treat for the folks.
We're pretty good. We're a pretty good band. We're pretty tight. And I thought Mr. Bachman was going into a different part of the guitar solo. So I silenced, and it just felt weird, and everybody laughed, and we just ended the song. So other than that, everything was good.
And then the crowd left.
No, the crowd didn't know what happened. They don't know. How would they know? They just thought we just ended the song.
Peons. Mere mortals.
Yeah, we don't play songs people know. Why would we do that?
Yeah. Why do we play shit people care about? That would bring people into the bars. We don't want that.
There was some people really interested.
That's called selling out. We don't need that. We're punk rock as fuck.
We're kind of punk country.
Punk country.
Yes, sir.
That's a bold choice of a
That's what I say
genre
we
name.
are. Yeah. That's what I would say we are. Punk country and blues.
Are you the leader of the band to be saying something like that, though?
I booked the gigs.
Do you now?
Well, yeah.
The one a year?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. You've done a great thing.
I'm too busy being a professional comedian.
You
know
are
this.
a professional comedian and podcaster, by the way.
Not professional, though.
You so
you hoarding
professional.
all the money.
Toad's all the riches over here.
Somebody please go to our Patreon page.
Patreon.com and stuff. By the way, money. We're talking about money.
Yeah.
Livestream The Cure 3, May 17th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh,
Me and the Tomo, Miserable Retail Slave,
yeah.
with Nick from Epic Film Guys,
Yeah.
live streaming on twitch.tv/Epic Film Guys. We're raising money for cancer research.
Yes, and I actually had to tell Mr. Baldwin and Mr. Abe Falcon that I couldn't cook out that night, or I might have to cook out afterward. What time are we on? 7:30 to 8:30?
7 to 8.
Okay. And then maybe we'll head over there afterward.
Fine. That's fine. I'm coming too.
That's why I said we.
Yeah. We're eating burgers and brats, apparently. I don't know.
I don't know. We were just trying to figure out a day to grill out, and Abe said Fridays are best. And that's the only Friday in May that I have, because I'm very popular.
You're very popular, and you are booked that day. We're raising money for cancer research. We did it last year, and it was a great bit of fun. So I want all our peeps to show up. That's the second time tonight I've said peeps, and I hate that.
You're getting younger by the day.
Oh, my God, what's happening to me? It's the Easter season, which is really getting me. The peeps are in full force with their marshmallowy goodness, and I can't even stand it. But I need you to be there on twitch.tv/Epic Film Guys, 7 p.m. Donate all your cash. If not, just bring your eyes, bring your ears. Tell a friend, tell two. We're going to be real funny or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Who knows what we're going to do? Not I, said Randy. Not I.
Well, it is. What's it called?
Excuse
Live
me?
stream for the cure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it called? God, you're an idiot. Why is this so hard for me?
Well, you think life's hard for you.
Yes, it is, because I have to deal with you.
Well,
That's the worst
imagine
part.
using this brain.
I can't.
Riddled it with alcohol for...
Yeah. Riddle me this, Tommy. Tell me. And he's like, who?
What's my name? Are you talking to me?
Who's Tommy? I don't know no Tommy.
Accurate.
Accurate indeed.
Okay. Randy, you're still drinking in April, huh?
I am still drinking in April.
And the beloved just brought you a couple more beers, huh?
I don't know if you know this or not about your wife. She's an enabler, and she brought me all the beer. and I'm probably going to drink all the beer.
Oh, wow. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm picking up your slack. You're a Soberman, and I'm going to
I
be
am
the
a
drunkest person anyone's ever seen.
But I used to be the drunkest person that anybody's ever seen.
This
for
is
a lot
a
of
true
years in my
fact.
life.
This is a true fact.
There were times in my life where I got wasted every single night.
Oh. Have you ever turd? That's a Freudian slip. Have you ever told the story of your 21st birthday on this podcast?
Oh, fuck. I don't know
Speaking
if I
of
have.
turds.
My 21st birthday, I didn't realize that alcohol was going to be a problem at this point. And ironically, for years past this, I didn't realize alcohol was a problem, even though I'd always piss my pants and not remember most nights. And maybe it wasn't until I was like late 20s, I'm like, oh, maybe I do have a problem with this.
The first time me and Tommy ever hung out one-on-one, we went to a music festival, just me and him, seeing our friend who had a band.
Oh, this isn't the 21st birthday story.
No,
this is a good
but
one.
this is like, yeah.
I tell this
around
story
the
on
time.
stage sometimes.
Oh, I'm not, well, okay, I guess that was the same time.
Oh, you're talking about the girl in the mosh pit? You can tell that story.
So the first time I ever
It's a terrible story.
The first time I ever hung out one-on-one with Tommy, we're at a music festival, and our mutual friend had a band, and they were a big deal, and they were playing. I think they were going on last or somewhat last
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, one of the headliners.
Yeah. So we go there, and of course we drink because that's what you do when you're 20-something.
Right.
And their band goes on, our friend's band, and a mosh pit breaks out. And I've never seen a boy fucking dance around completely oblivious from his surroundings, like he was in a dance haze. And he bowled over some young skinny woman, just completely crushed her.
I don't remember that into that extreme. But
No, you did. You were doing
she was in the mosh pit.
The mosh pit consisted of you and this woman, and you like did some Irish jig and bowled her over completely, and she went flying. And her poor boyfriend had to pick her up, and
I don't remember.
he didn't do shit about it.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like I was abusing her.
No, but you were flailing about, and you barely knew you bowled her over.
Well,
And then later at that same concert, he pissed his pants at some point.
oh yeah, my cargo shorts.
And he started marching around telling people, I don't know how I pissed my pants. I don't know how it happened. He started pointing it out to people.
It's the reverse psychology in me, I guess.
I guess it's some,
Hey, look at me.
yeah, some water boy stuff. It's a cool thing to do. Everybody's doing it.
right.
And it got so bad that one of the people in one of the bands, the lead singer, walked up to me. The lead singer of the band, Crackjaw, walked up to me and said, hey, is your buddy going to be okay? I'm like, I honestly don't know at this point. Like,
And I think that's the night we went and partied more at Abe Pelkin's house.
it is indeed.
Wow.
Yes.
Jesus. I
And
never
you-
knew when to quit back then.
And you drove, which was bad
Holy
on my
fuck.
part.
Wow. I don't
1
know.
year later, flash forward 1 year later, same music festival, same friends playing there. Tommy has to use the bathroom real bad. He's like, Randy, you got to take me somewhere. I got to take a shit. Because our friend had an RV there, and you can't shit in the RV.
No.
No, that's a rule. So we go to a big boy because that was the closest spot right up the road.
Yes, sir.
Tommy shits in a trash can. Tommy shits in a trash. Tell that story. Why did you
Okay.
shit in a trash
Well,
can?
It was, it was this music festival in the middle of July, and me and Randy and Polly Walnuts, you know, we asked. I think I called the night before and asked the people running it if there was going to be alcohol, and they said no. So, like all good 21-year-old drunks, we went out and got alcohol, and I think this might have been the year before that. Maybe no, it was the year after.
It was the year after,
Okay.
yeah.
And apparently, I didn't learn my lesson. And so we slammed a pint each, maybe a little more. I think we had fifths, and we were slamming a bunch of beer in the parking lot because, you know, the music festival went from 11 in the morning to 11 at night. So, which you couldn't buy beer inside. So,
Yeah.
you know, we quickly found out about 1:30 in the afternoon that blazing July heat doesn't go well with a hangover.
It doesn't. And I think about that day, and I feel real bad because I feel like we unwittingly sabotaged our friend that night because he's the lead singer, so he sets the pace, and he was so drunk, and they had a bad set, and I feel like that we were part of that.
Yeah, and then they broke up shortly afterward.
Well, don't tell that part. God damn.
Yeah, don't make us responsible.
Yeah,
God,
Jesus
looking back
Christ.
at it, maybe.
Maybe.
So, I'm jumping around in the mosh pit, and I feel my stomach turn, and I look over at the porta potties, and I just, this ain't going to go well in a porta potty. So I grab Randy, and I'm like, are you good enough to drive? And he said, no. And I said, well, we're not going far anyway. So we went up to the big boy, and
literally the big boy was...
You could see it.
Yeah, it was like...
It's just at the end of the parking lot.
Yeah, it was like
much.
a football field away. It wasn't like I was driving 13 miles.
Absolutely. And, I just wasn't going to make it. And even so, by the time we got to the big boy, I was already, like, secreting tears of shit, like, down my cheeks. And, like, penguin walking in there. I remember getting up to the hostess stand asking me, and I'm just pointing towards the bathroom. Just like
Oh, that's a thing I never thought about. You had to deal with somebody waiting to see.
I actually thought
you.
about this afterward. I'm like, if I were to do that again, I'm just going to act like I'm with one of the other tables already in there.
You got to.
And my friends are back there,
Right
in the toilet. And so I get into the bathroom, and I'm like so relieved, and I open up the stall. There's only one stall, and it's overflowing with whoever's there before me. They must have had the big boy breakfast buffet or something, because it was. It was a mess, and so I'm freaking out now. I'm like, I'm gonna go in my pants, or I'm gonna go in the urinal, and this was back before it was acceptable to use the other restroom. I couldn't go in the women, especially because it was a public restroom. Maybe if it was just one, but I couldn't have other women walking in there with my red Converse hanging out the bottom of the stall. I'm sure I was wearing my red Converse that day.
How many ladies would leave their husbands that night if they saw that Tommy in that bathroom?
Just a glutton.
Yeah, just grunting. They'd be tapping out of that marriage. Oh, no. That man's for me.
So I'm freaking out. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm looking around, and then, like, God sends me this message. He's like, use the trash can. And I see this little...
Because you're obviously God's court jester.
Right, well, I was praying. So it's like,
give me a sign.
Right. So
use the trash can, my son.
I look down at this little R2-D2 thing, that's sitting in the corner. And I take the lid off, and... God was, it was a good message because it was totally empty. It was a brand new trash bag. So I take the trash can in the stall, and I do my business.
I like how this has become Tommy's divine shit.
That's what's going to say on my CD, the divine shit.
Mm-hmm. It's got to.
And so I shit in the trash can, and I cover it with the toilet paper, and I put the lid on it, and I put it back underneath the counter where it was. And I'm washing my hands, and this old guy walks in. He's got like white shorts. Why do guys over 60 love those white shorts in the summer?
I don't understand the appeal of the white shorts.
The white pleated shorts. Ugh.
You can't do anything in the white shorts.
Well, you can golf. That's what this guy looked like he was doing. It looked like he was going golf.
That's a good way to get a grass stain or two on that.
So he had like a red polo and a hat, like a hat that said Titleist, but it probably should have said Intitleist.
I don't know about you. You looked like a landowner.
Thanks for the laugh there. I've been working on that line.
I don't know about you, Tommy, but I'm not a man that goes about life gracefully. I'm a man that likes to stain myself as perfectly as possible. You give me a food stuff that's a little bit sloppy, it's all over me at all times. I got
mustard stains everywhere.
Absolutely. Ketchup. Give me a sloppy Joe, and it's real sloppy Joe.
So he walks in, and he's looking at me weird already because I'm fat and sweaty, and I'm just actually I wasn't fat back then, was I? I was pretty thin. Pretty thin dude back then.
Okay, Wonder Gears.
Well, I was fat before that. This was in one of my skinny stages that never lasts so long.
Okay, Richard Simmons, keep on.
And so this guy's already glaring at me, and so apparently he's eating the big boy breakfast buffet as well, because he opens up the stall and he just sees that the toilet's overflowing, and he looks at me and he looks at the toilet and he looks at me and he looks at the toilet and he looks back at me and he goes, ugh. And I said, "Don't look at me. I shit in the trash can." And then I took off running.
You walked out.
No, I ran out.
You ran out
You
because
saw me run.
he ran because I was parked behind the building. He comes tearing around the corner of the big boy, screaming, "Go, go, go. You have to go." Like he just committed a homicide or something.
You're like, who'd you kill in there?
Yeah, he jumps in and I'm gunning it. And I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "I shit in the trash can." I'm like, "Oh, my God."
Oh, yeah. Just don't look at me. I shit in the trash can.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite things in the world.
Probably, but we were talking about your 21st birthday.
Oh, my 21st birthday. I do not remember this. So this one is still a mystery for me. It's kind of like I wasn't even there, you know. But my 21st birthday.
It's kind of a myth that's been built around your personality at this point.
Well, my 21st birthday, we went to Bubba's, the place that we eventually would hang out at every Tuesday. I don't know why we chose Bubba's for my 21st birthday. I really don't.
Because it was a place we hung out every Tuesday.
Right, but I wasn't 21 then.
Oh, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. We eventually started hanging out there every Tuesday.
That's a good question.
I don't know. Maybe I was staying at Dave's house that night, so I just decided to pick a place.
Probably.
And, I got a good story about Dave's house after this one.
Storyteller.
We should do this every week, because I eventually want to be a storytelling comedian.
VH1 Tommy Teller.
I can practice my storytelling. And if you guys aren't Todd Snyder fans, that's Snyder SNI. You should look him up because he's a great storyteller.
By the way, I just noticed my fly is completely down. How do you like my dick?
I've been noticing that for a while.
Hey, girl, hey.
I couldn't bring myself to tell you. I did not notice that, for the record. I try not to look at you at all, especially in that vicinity. So 21st birthday, right? Who wouldn't know? I mean, I didn't have a problem then. I mean, I had 10 25-ounce beers. I remember that. I remember people were buying me shots like in between, and I'm just, I'm going to town. I'm just blah, blah, blah. And the last thing I remember, my buddy Ben and my buddy Matt walked in, and I asked them what time it was, and they said 10:30. That's the last thing I remember. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in my bed. It's the next morning. I'm still fully in my clothes. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I immediately call my buddy Dave. He tells me the story, and I can't believe it. So I immediately call Abe, and he tells me the exact same story. This was before cell phones. This is like, there's no way they're making this up. And so the story goes that around 11:30 or 12 o'clock, somebody buys me a shot of that, was it Bacardi, where they light it on fire?
Oh, I don't know.
And I guess I have to blow out the shot and then take it. And I guess I tried to take it without blowing it out.
Oh, dude, I had one of those. So I'm amongst our group. When it was your birthday, it was well known that you were going to get totally just.
Well, this was the first year that we found that out.
Yeah, but
I mean, for 15 years after this.
Yeah,
yes.
Amongst our group, if it was your birthday, you were just.
If it was anybody's birthday.
Yeah, it was. You were just going to get so messed up. So I had one of those flaming shots on my 27th birthday, I think it was, or 26th.
At Billy's?
No, it was at Billy's.
Yeah.
And our friend Munch bought it for me.
Yeah.
And it was the flaming type. And at the point he bought it for me, I picked it up, and somehow some of the alcohol got on my finger and my pinky was on fire. And he's like, "You're on fire right now." And I just looked at it, and he had to blow it out. That's how bad it was.
That's how drunk you were?
Yeah.
You were just so numb.
I didn't feel it, and I didn't notice it was on my fucking finger was on fire. So yeah, good times.
But yeah, my 21st, I guess I almost didn't blow out the shot. They had to grab it from me and whoa, blow it out. And I took it. Dave tells me at this point he's running around telling people to stop buying me shots. I don't know if that's true, but I guess Abe's brother Al decided at midnight he wanted to order like 50 chicken wings. So he's like, "Go ask Tommy if he wants some chicken wings." Well, nobody can find Tommy. There's like, 30, 40 people at the party. Nobody knows where Tommy's at. Who's babysitting Tommy? And apparently nobody, because Dave and Abe decide to check the bathroom, and they hear giggling from the last stall on the left. That's the infamous way that Dave and Abe tell this story. The last stall on the left.
Keyword giggling.
Yeah. And I guess they look and they're like, "Oh my god!" They see my red Converse hanging out the bottom of the stall like the Wicked Witch.
You got crushed by a house, all right.
and they could tell that I'm actually on the floor just by the way my shoes are. They open it up. They said I'm rolling. They said it looks like a Rottweiler came and took a shit next to the toilet. So apparently I decided that I was gonna have to shit. Totally missed the toilet.
Decided to roll in it like a pig in mud and giggle the whole time.
I don't remember any of this. God damn. And I was so OCD at that point in my life, I couldn't imagine what I would do if I was sober. Jesus. And I would have been freaking out. So Abe and Dave quickly run up, ask the manager for some garbage bags. He says no. So Al, who's a cop now, and very forcefully told the manager that we need garbage bags now. And I think they kind of figured it out, and they decided, okay, if you're going to help clean this up, we're going to give you the garbage bags. And they wrapped me in garbage bags, and they took me home. And my dad tells this part of the story. He said that my buddy Josh and my buddy Josh and buddy Abe are carrying me up to the front door. They're ringing the doorbell. They get my dad up. My dad said that I would walk about 2 steps, lean up against the wall, and just go, shit. Fucking shit. And so my parents are like, he's fine. Let's put him in bed. And so my mom set her alarm for like every 10 minutes to get up and check on me. Bless her. Bless her heart. Jesus. She's a wonderful lady. Always has been, always will be. She's great. And she checks on me like every 10 minutes. And I say bless her heart. Yeah, that's a good way to put it for my mom. Because
bless her heart.
She deserves that because,
yeah.
Oh my God, the things. And so I was like, there's no way this story's true. And I pull up my shirt, and there's some poop stains on the back of my on my back, and I'm looking around, and there's some on my sock, and I'm like, oh fuck, this really happened.
You went on a little brown slip and slide adventure.
And 2 weeks later, I go back to Bubba's, and
we walk in.
The door guy stops me, and he goes,
"You're not gonna shit."
Hey man, I'm gonna let you in tonight. Just don't shit on my floor,
right?
So that sealed the deal. That is absolutely 100% that did happen. And
yeah.
So I pissed in the ice machine. No, that part didn't happen. But
right. I mean, I fully expected our time at Bubba's. I fully expected that to be the way my life was from now on.
Oh yeah.
Now then. Like,
I thought that was just going to be it forever.
Nonstop partying.
Right. I mean, I started smoking a pack a night in there. I don't smoke anymore.
Nonstop partying. I saw girls make out with girls all the time, and they were our waitresses. They showed us their boobs, and I'm like, oh my God, this is life forever.
I just remember I just Conkle smoked those Camel Lights, so I started smoking, and Beer Wad had basic full flavors and started smoking them, and I'm just like, well,
a basic bitch.
This is my life. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I'm going to hang out in bars and smoke a pack of other people's cigarettes a night. And
now look at you.
I always gave people $1. I always did, no matter what if they wanted.
Now look at you. You grew up.
No, I don't drink. Currently,
for a month at least.
I hope to never go back to smoking. I think I'm done with that.
You got a stupid Rob Thomas haircut right now.
That's because I've been wearing a hat all day.
And a big stupid beard. Life has changed.
Yeah, man. I mean, like my whole 20s was that.
God damn it.
You know.
Well,
I did say that I had a story about Dave's house. It's kind of a long story. Should I tell it or?
No, we'll save it.
We'll save it?
Yeah, we'll save it for the next time because we're going to take a quick short little break. And I'm going to tell you about my goddamn life.
You've had enough of Tommy Talk.
I've had enough of Tommy Talk.
That's going to be a new segment where
Tommy
I just
Talk?
get to tell a story about my past. It's called
Only if
Talk.
I can have a segment called Randy's Monologues.
Randy Rants.
Randy Rants. I love it. So we're going to take a quick short little break. You're listening to the miserable Rondell Sombalists.
Okay. That works.
Okay.
After these messages, we'll be right back. I'm Nick.
And I'm Justin, and we can't believe it's already time for the 2019 Livestream for the Cure.
Thanks to our amazing peers, listeners, and supporters, last year we crushed our goal of $5,000 for the Cancer Research Institute.
The Cancer Research Institute is funding research into immunotherapy to create a future immune to all forms of cancer. Every single cent we raise goes to them.
And they're also rated over 92% on charitynavigator.org.
This year, we're aiming our sights even higher with our most ambitious event to date.
Join us May 17th through the 19th on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys for 40 hours of live content from us and other amazing shows who will join us to try to reach $7,500.
Please visit www.livestream4thecure for more information or to find out how you can be a part of the event. Together, we can make a difference.
We in the freezing cold. Car coat, Timberland boots, no joke. Fuck, I get what haters say. All I did was stay the same. Cut the fat, came to rage. Cut to black on the crazy train. In, wheels off. My dope in, like my scalp peeled off. Skills saw with the pen, I'm raw. Don't doubt D-boy, y'all gon' learn about that boy, he go hard. Ben Wallace, 10 haters got 10 Wallace. I came broken, I left ballin', that's no joking. That's George calling, I'm here. Ain't that a fact? Lil' boy, I kick it like Pack-a-Lack. We the rap pack, you a pack of rats. Get tracked into the crack like, oh, I snap. Kush packs, cracker packs. Blowing up to the track collapse. With a white girl with the fattest ass. Break the ice, you catch a bash, yeah, fish in the barrel. Hood hippie apparel. See me on the beat like Christmas and Christians with carols. And it's the radical, tactical, magical, sagittal, suture splitter. Future spitter, boo. Here's a cheers to new beginnings. Boo the rapper, yeah. He who do it different than you. Who is this Ludacris rhymer spitting? Is written so smooth. When I seen some hustle money here, I've been ballin', getting buckets in the hood, homie. Say what you would about it. I know you thought you could, motherfucker, but you ain't cut like that. You's a bitch like that. You ain't from my cloth. Put the city on my back. Put that city on the map. You in my city making that whack shit. That's what the facts here. Man up and face 'em, I went crazy on some hippie shit. I'm back where I came from. Who's high?
Welcome back to the sausage. Hey girl, hey boy, what you doing over there? Thank you for tuning in, old and new listeners alike. What's going on? You on that Facebook.com? You need to point that internet-enabled device straight at our fucking Facebook group, Miserable Retail Slaves. Search it. Join it. Search that hashtag on that Instagram. I know you're posting those sexy pics all day long. Search that hashtag, Miserable Retail Slave. You'll find me. Follow me. Love me. Come on now. I'm trying to be a real suave dude right now.
Yeah.
How's it working out?
Rico Suave.
Exactly.
Randy Suave.
Mentioned it before. We played a promo not too long ago. In case you forgot, for Livestream for the Cure 3, May 17th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Me and the Tomo over there, bringing it real. Bringing it real.
Okay. No promises.
No promises, though. Recently, I was on Robin Slim.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. You can look that up on the YouTube or on the podcast, whatever you use.
Yes.
I think it was 196 or something episode. 197, 186, one of the two. Who cares? Tommy was on a pod recently.
Yeah, I was on Sitting Down with Stand-Ups.
Look at us. We do things.
Yeah, I was their featured comedian, so check that out.
Featured comedian. He actually promoted it on his Facebook page. He never does that for this podcast.
I've been doing it recently.
So,
and I promoted us on that podcast, too.
Did you? I didn't listen because you can't be bothered. Did you listen to me on Robin Slim?
Well, I didn't even know you were on there.
I told you several times. Fuck you.
That was a joke, but no, I didn't listen.
Yeah, exactly. We don't support each other.
Keith listened. He told me about it.
Keith listened.
Yeah.
He told you. What did he say?
He said you were really good. He said
I thought I was too.
Yeah, he said those guys just kept asking you about being a miserable retail slave, though.
Yeah, I know. That I found that slightly troublesome. Like, I was like, I'm anticipating all these questions. And they're like, no, I'm not asking you any of those questions. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just be me and be entertaining you or something. I don't know. So things are happening.
Yeah, I think so.
You ever have a life, Tommy?
I used to, yeah.
You ever experience a life in your lifetime?
Yeah.
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 How many lifetimes have you piled up in your days,
Oh,
you
God.
think?
Well, let's see. I used to be a grocery store. I used to work at a grocery store. I
You
used to work
used
at
to be a
restaurant.
grocery store. I'm so fat. I was an entire grocery store at one point.
Come and get it.
I was all of the waffles and pancakes and Fritos you could ever want.
But think about this. I was thinking about this the other day. I worked at a grocery store. I worked at a restaurant. I was
Sure.
a factory worker.
Yeah.
I worked with kids.
Uh-huh.
I worked back at the restaurant.
Yes.
I'm pretty much a loser, right? Then I worked at as a salesman. And I've been a professional comedian. I've lived
Yes.
a lot of lives.
You've lived all
Worn
the
many
life.
hats.
I like to think I wear 1 or 2 hats.
Yeah, and that's the way. That's the stable way to go.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to tone it down. This is my retirement from the podcast.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. Don't do it. Randy, get out the window.
I hear the gentle drone of the beloved in the door next to me.
Uh-oh. I can't hear.
She's saying, "Randy, you're awesome," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." Man, I don't know if you know this about me, Tommy, but I've been on some online dating sites.
Yes, sir. I do know that.
Do you?
Yeah, you're actually a moderator of one now, huh?
I used to be, but I quit
You
that.
quit. You stepped down.
I stepped down. I'm like, "Hey, homie,
Randy,
Done.
don't play that.
I don't play that. I'm done."
Why? Why'd you do that?
Because I feel like I
Randy's drunk, everybody.
met a girl.
Oh, you feel like you met a girl. You're not
feel
sure
like
if
I
she's a
did.
girl or...
No, she's totally a girl.
Okay.
Like,
I feel like I met a girl.
yeah.
Feel like she's a girl.
Sometimes I think about my lot in life, Tommy.
Your lot in life.
My lot in life.
How many
Tommy.
acres is that lot?
At least 15.
All right.
It's got to be 15.
It's a lot to
acres.
mow. A lot to take care of.
I'm a lot to mow.
Yeah.
I'm a lot to take care of. I'm a lot to maintain.
Burn a lot of gas, huh?
I've got a lot of maintenance that needs to be done to me. Sometimes I think about that elusive trailblazer, that first online dating success story. I think his name is Todd, probably.
Yeah.
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 Good old Todd. He was the first one that made it work, I think.
Yeah.
Todd and Cynthia, you know.
Yeah, 4 kids now.
They got at least 4 kids, and I want.
Colonial in West Virginia.
I was thinking Des Moines, probably.
Yeah.
I like to think he sits on top of an IHOP wearing a cloak,
Okay.
because you got to wear a cloak.
This is the Match.com. That was probably the first one, huh?
Probably.
I think Match was the one that really got everything going, right?
Armchair producer Doug Goodwin, do some research.
Yeah.
What's the first?
Well, there was
Do it.
another one that I can't think of right now, but
Farmers Only.
No.
Christian Mingle.
What was the Harmony one?
E-Harmony.
E-Harmony, that might have been.
Maybe. That's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. I almost said Harmony House, and I'm like, no.
Harmony House.
That's why I used to go get tie-dye T-shirts.
I got a real cool Batman symbol. One
I
time.
was super fat in middle school. Imagine that. And the only T-shirts I could find were Grateful Dead Double X T-shirts.
In
And I
eighth-
never listened to the Grateful Dead, but I wanted band T-shirts so bad.
Absolutely. In 8th grade, Tommy looked like Roseanne. So
Or
same
or
haircut.
Dan.
Or Dan, one of the two.
Whatever one you wanted to pick that day. Depending if I wore my flannel tucked in or kept it hanging out, I guess. That's the only difference between Dan and Roseanne.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Dan tucked his in, Roseanne just wore it.
Let it fly.
Right.
She was a grunge warrior. She didn't care.
Remember the year that me and the beloved went as Dan and Roseanne for Halloween?
Yes.
Oh, it was the best.
I was actually editing an episode of this dumb show 2 nights ago that has never been released before. And you were talking about for Halloween that year you wanted, which was last year, you wanted to be pallbearer and you wanted the beloved to be the Undertaker.
I forgot about that.
And that was the funniest thing I've ever heard. So that happened.
But we didn't do it. So
No.
it never happened. I just said it.
That's missed opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
You were talking about how much you, you said you stepped down from a moderator.
That's a bold step in a man's
Because you feel
life.
like you met a woman.
But I feel like we need to go back to that original online dater.
Yeah, Todd
Todd.
and Cynthia in Des Moines.
Yeah, that elusive trailblazer. Because I'm sure he sits with his cloak on top of the IHOP these days, passing down all these tips. And how did he make it work? I don't know.
I guess it was just meant to be, Todd.
It was just meant to be, Todd. Soulmates found over this digital media age.
Yeah, how'd they tell people? Oh, they had to come up with a backstory, right?
They had to.
They couldn't just be like, we met online. People would be like, oh.
Yeah, how did you do it in 2002, Todd?
Right?
By the way, someone get in touch with me. Who was the original trailblazer of the dick pic? I'd like to know you, too. I want to think his name is Chad.
Sure.
It's got to be Chad, right? There's got to be an online dating hall of fame at this point.
Yeah, I would think so. You could be on there.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've talked about it enough.
Biggest loser.
Oh, fuck.
I can't make these jokes around Randy when he's drinking. God. I'm kidding.
I'm in tears right now. Does anyone see me? I'm crying openly.
Internal tears.
No, openly. You know?
I was just kidding, Randy.
So I think you talked about this on this dumb show that I was going on a date.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you did.
And I've been on several dates right now. And it's going well.
With the same girl.
Yeah, believe it or not. Wow.
Check that out. That's why you stepped down as moderator, huh?
It is, yeah.
You couldn't have all this power over all these women.
Can't have it. I deleted all my online dating sites, actually.
That means it's serious.
Ladies.
Damn.
Sorry for your loss.
Wow. Does the girl you're dating know that?
Yeah, she
knows
it.
Good.
Yeah.
That might be a freak thing to find out if you didn't talk to her about it.
Oh, I made sure to rub that right in her face. Oh,
you're like, before I do this.
Hey, look what I'm doing right now. Pay attention. See what's happening.
I don't want to do this if you don't want me to do this.
See all these ladies that want this cock.
Oh, wow. He has been drinking.
They gone now.
Randy. Rowdy Randy.
That was done for comedic effect, and how dare you, sir? So, yeah, I'm optimistically hopeful.
Yeah.
You got to be optimistically hopeful in all things you do, right?
Yeah, I think those things mean the same thing, right?
I hope so. I'm a tall drink of water, and I think my drink of water is half full.
Okay.
That's how I view this life.
Sure.
You got to.
Right.
You got to.
That's a good way.
If Tommy the bumbling idiot can find happiness, anyone can. You're the measuring stick.
I just bumbled into it.
Stupid idiot. Happiness? All right. I can do it too. Gold standard right there.
Yeah. Just give me a beer and pizza. I'm happy.
So the last date we went on.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing I like about this girl. I can do anything with her, and I have a good time. And that's a good mark of a person you need to be with, right?
Sure, yeah.
So the last time we went to a hidden speakeasy.
Oh, interesting. Tell me how that works.
Well, it was in the back of a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
You walk down a long hallway
to
a Pringles vending machine. You press the right button.
Oh, there's wrong buttons?
There's wrong buttons.
Do you fall through the floor if you press the wrong
I
button?
wish. I wish there were spikes or lava at the very bottom of that.
Just hear a scream like, oh, I don't want to go down that hallway.
Yeah, there's a dragon down those parts. But you press the right button, and when you do, this girl in a immaculate vest opens up the vending machine and ushers you in, and you walk into a room full of curtains.
Really? Curtains?
Curtains, that's right, because you don't want to completely give away the...
Curtains. Do they kill people in there? It's a speakeasy.
It's a speakeasy.
So they just blow people's heads and then they change the curtains?
I didn't see Machine Gun Kelly in there.
Were there tarps on the floor?
There were not tarps on the floor. But you're ushered into a little holding area with curtains, and she tells you all about this speakeasy.
Oh, that's not the main room. It's just a little, like before you go into a haunted house. Right?
And then she casts the curtain aside, and it's the most immaculate place you've ever seen.
Is it expensive?
It's kind of expensive, but totally worth it for the atmosphere.
Can you eat in there? In the speakeasy? Okay.
I had 2 jumbo meatballs.
Oh, wow.
And they were tasty.
Fancy meatball.
I had the fancy meatball.
Just meatballs. God,
Yes.
you get the worst things on dates.
No, these were good. This was perfect.
I'm going to get two meatballs, please.
Well, I didn't know the exact number. It just said jumbo meatballs. And I'm like, yeah, I want some jumbo meatballs.
How did this girl go on another date with you? 2 meatballs.
Well, I mean, she might not. That was date number 3, and we're looking at date number 4.
Are you ever gonna get something regular like a salad or a pizza or a steak or?
I don't know. This was. You know what? You have a point. This was date number 3.
Meatballs.
I need some meatballs in this belly.
Such a strange thing to even have on a menu.
You know what? At
order.
some point, the bartender, who apparently has won all sorts of awards for his bartending skills.
Oh, he's like Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
Yeah, exactly.
Was he flipping shit around?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to him.
He's like doing it all around you guys, and
Yeah.
you just got hearts in your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. I was just the heart emoji face. And
staring at those meatballs.
Yeah, and at one point, he gave us the dirtiest look ever. And
Oh,
maybe
you weren't paying attention to him.
Maybe it was because I got the stupid meatballs. Like, that was a bad move.
Like, what are you doing getting the meatballs?
Now that I think about it, that was date 3, and I'm looking at date 4, and I don't know if we have a date 4 yet. So maybe I dropped that.
She's
damn
telling
ball.
her friends right now he ordered meatballs.
Maybe I dropped that meatball.
You mean spaghetti and meat? No, just meatballs.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine a boy that eats only meatballs? Christ
Served with
almighty.
a side of ketchup.
Yeah. God.
Just yesterday's meatloaf rolled into a couple balls.
I'm the stupidest man. How do I get by in this life?
Just don't know why you order the weirdest things.
What would you order in this situation?
What would they have?
I don't know.
Do they
Is
have like a flatbread pizza?
a flatbread pizza. What do you think this is? Some Italian fancy place?
Well, you ordered a fancy meatballs.
Yeah, I did because they were fancy.
Why wouldn't you
And
get
jumbo.
like was this your dinner?
Yeah, it was.
2 jumbo meatballs. Did you get a side with them?
No, I
Just
didn't.
2 meatballs.
Dude, it was expensive
You
enough.
on the
I don't know.
keto diet?
I am on the keto diet. Can't you
I
tell?
am too. That's why I got a block of cheese.
Shut up.
I really am. I haven't had bread all this month.
You're doing the real keto diet?
I haven't had bread. I haven't had a piece of bread this whole month. I've been watching carbs. I don't eat anything with carbs in it. I haven't had rice. Yeah, I mean, I do like a scoop of peanut butter in the morning, which does have some carbs in it, but not a lot, and it keeps me full throughout the day. And then it's a pretty big scoop. I've been going through a lot of jars, and then I have a lot of salads.
Did you know this about me? I fucked with the keto thing for a bit.
No, I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
did it work?
Yeah, actually, I lost a lot of weight really quick. And I looked super hot.
Yeah.
And then once I stopped, I just...
Well, that's what I heard. Yeah, that you gotta kind of keep it up. And that's why I'm doing the no beer thing too. That kind of.
Oh, yeah, for
into it.
sure.
I did have an NA last night, a non-alcoholic beer. I'm sure those have some carbs in it. But yeah, so I'm not strict on it, but I haven't had bread. I haven't had rice or bread or anything like that.
Look at you.
No croutons in my salad. A lot
Bold
of chicken
man.
wings. A lot of chicken wings. Probably way too many chicken wings.
No, that's good for you. Protein.
Yeah, but I mean the skin and stuff. I don't know.
Skin's fine as long as it doesn't got that sauce on it.
Yeah, but I've been doing the buffalo wings from Walmart.
Well, you're fucking up then.
Yeah,
You don't
probably.
know.
I think a stick of butter in those.
Wait,
things.
did you say the buffalo wings from Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay, never
They're
mind.
$6 a pound.
You're $6 a pound.
In the deli case. They're very easy. You just
If
grab them.
Tommy
and go.
was $6 a pound, he'd be $1 million. So things are going well for me,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So why would you just talk about chicken wings when I'm trying to?
Pull your heart out of it. Tommy like wingy.
The thing I like about this girl, everything we do, I have a good time with.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good
sign.
time.
Yeah.
It's fun. I
Okay.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's exciting for me.
Yeah. It's new.
Oh, fresh car smell. Tommy's got to piss all over everything I do. God damn.
Let's go back to these jumbo meatballs. What did she order?
An eggplant sandwich.
See, that's better. She got a freaking sandwich.
Okay.
That's normal.
Okay. Listen.
How many meatballs do we get? 2. That's perfect.
But they were
Perfect amount.
jumbo. But they
How
were
big
jumbo.
were they? Like baseball size?
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit bigger.
So it's like a meatloaf.
pretty much.
Okay.
Could have been meatloaf. You could have said meatloaf, and I
Yeah.
would have been all right.
Okay.
But no, they were meatballs. He gave us the
Were they covered
steakiest
in like
face,
ragu
too.
or something?
No, they had a little cabbage, a little sauce.
Okay. They have onions in them?
I don't know. Maybe
Green pepper, maybe?
Green pepper, maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
It was a very fancy place. I ordered a drink called the Hotel Yorba.
Oh, wow.
2 of them, in fact.
How much were those?
Oh, God only knows. And they had a big block of ice cube in it, and like spiced rum and all sorts of things, and basil, and it looked real fancy.
Kind of like an old fashioned or something. They have a sugar cube in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Getting classy.
That's who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a classy man.
Who you always been.
Courting a classy girl.
Drinking
This
the
is
Milwaukee's
what's
best.
Drinking
Nice.
the Milwaukee's best. Man, things are good.
Good. Good. I'm
Oh,
happy
you
for
don't care about my
I'm
life.
happy
How
for
dare
you.
you?
I just interviewed you. I just interviewed you about an hour ago.
Oh, yeah. I was getting all sorts of hardball questions from both sides. Beloved and Tommy both. I'm like, oh, God, I'm sweating. I don't need this stress in my life.
Fine. You did
Okay.
fine.
I passed the physical. You told me to turn my head at golf, and I'm like, I don't know what this is about. And you're like, oh, trust me, it's worthy. Yeah.
You'll thank me later.
I don't know. I think this is enough for the people. I don't know.
Okay. That was a good episode.
Go tell people what to do.
Okay, you can look us up on the iTunes or Stitcher Radio if you have the Android. Leave us a 5-star positive iTunes
I like how you
review.
know the differentiation.
I'm learning. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I'm learning a little
Probably from the other podcast that you didn't spend 7 years on.
bit. Right.
Yeah.
So, look us up. Give us a 5-star positive review. Tell your friends to do the same. You can find Randy on Twitter at what's your handle?
M Retail Slave.
Retail Slave. You can't find me at Twitter. You can find me on Facebook at Tommy Thompson. You can find The Miserable Retail Slave on Facebook. We have a group, and we also have a page where you can go give us a like. But join the group, interact, have some fun, tell your friends. You can go to our Patreon page and give us money if you do so. What's that link? Patreon.com/miserable retail slave.
Very good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who came up with that name? Wow. And just keep listening. And you can call us on the Miserable Hotline. What is it, Randy?
810-328-3826. Maybe we should bring that back. We haven't
That's
done
why I
that in
said
a
it.
while.
Yeah. What's the number again?
810-328-3826. Go ahead, and I hope that's the number.
Every time he says that, I just picture like 10 listeners scrambling for a pen. Because you just say it so fast. And then they try to hit the rewind on a fucking... You ever do that when you listen to podcasts? You don't do the 10-second rewind thing. You just go back way too far, and then you can't find where you're at.
Sometimes I'll listen to like some movie podcast, and they reference a movie, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. What's the name of that movie? And then I can never find it. And I'm like, God damn it.
Where was that again?
810-328-3826. I hope that's the number. That's the one that pops into my head, so I hope that's the right one. So call that and see what happens. I don't know. Leave us a voicemail. That's a thing we used to do all the time, and we would play them on the program here and make fun of you for doing it. So come be made fun of, I hope.
Yeah.
I had something real important to say, and I can't remember it, so I guess it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, look us up on iTunes and Stitcher Radio.
I'm sorry, all the people, for not being active on the social medias, because
Randy's got a woman on his mind.
that, and I'm trying to live a life. Like, I'm tired of these
Don't
social
try
medias.
that. I mean, that's a hard thing to do.
Sorry, Facebook group and stuff. I'll be a lot better boy. In the meantime, live stream for the Cure 3, May 17th, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Block it out in your dumb calendar. It's right before bar time. Any boy that wants to take you out on a Friday night before 7 p.m. is not a boy that you need to be out with.
Right.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Mm-hmm. He has not your best interest in mind. If he really wants to woo you, he'll take you out at 8 p.m. So you got plenty of time to listen.
Get the jumbo meatball.
Get the jumbo meatballs at 8 p.m. You'll be fine, guy. In the meantime, we'll be back, I don't know, sometime. I don't know if it's next week. I don't want to get your hopes up.
Randy's trying to live a life, all of us.
We're living a life. Tommy's got a real famous life going on. He's
working on it.
Hanging with Mark Maron and Bob Shapiro.
He is coming to Michigan, by the way.
When?
I don't know. I saw a comedian post about it, that he's coming. I think at the Masonic Temple in Detroit.
Well, we're going to see Mark Maron, and we're going to make him listen to this.
We're gonna get on WTF.
Yeah. We should, totally. We could.
It's like, oh, today I'm with what's your guys' names again?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot. God damn.
Come on, Mark.
In the
Mark,
meantime,
come on, man.
We'll see you next time, whenever that is. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.